So, Cletis, look, it has not always been easy.
No.
And what I admire about you actually the most is you're sometimes a tough customer. But you're tough for all the right reasons. And as an ER doctor, I appreciate it. Like you're advocating for your patients, for your community. Like I remember the first time I met you, we weren't even, I don't think you were even an Imprivata customer. I heard you give a talk. It was about like medication deserts and rerouting transportation. I was like, I got to talk to that guy. It was like, we're going to work together at some point. And sure enough, we've been working together for years.
It's been a journey.
We went through some bumpy roads. One sign deployment, IDG deployment, like it wasn't easy. There were difficulties. There were things we could have done better, things you could have done better.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just recall some of that. Like let's talk through like what was it that actually made that work together?
Accountability.
Accountability.
On both sides, on all sides. And accountability, I'll just speak for the things that I know. There may be times when, organization like ours, we're a major academic institution. We have, long tenured team members that have been doing things the same way for a long time. It's a who moved my cheese moment in times, right? And accountability on our end. And sometimes we don't move as fast as we need to because the world is changing, right? And we need to do things differently in order to have different outcomes. So I know from the things that I basically have oversight and responsibility, we needed to look internally and find out what do we have to do different in order to have a different outcome. And some of the things I talked about earlier, 82%, improvement in productivity, going from days, not weeks, to hours, making sure that we're onboarding and offboarding effectively.
Yeah.
Those things would not be possible if we didn't look back and look in the mirror and say, what do we have to do? Now, that's not it. I also look towards you and your organization to do the same thing. And there's nothing more, in my opinion, beneficial to us is when you have a company that's led by leaders that understand accountability is at the utmost important, and you do the same thing on your end. And not always do what everybody else is doing, what you've been doing. Be willing to do something different. I mean, there have been times I've had conversations with you all, and some of the answers that people say is, well, we've never done that before. And my response is, so, right, let's do it. Let's do something else. And then you come back and say, all right, we were able to do it. That's true partnership.